video where today you join me not at a kart track, you join me in an actual racetrack. So today we're at Mallory Park, we're here for a Toyota Open Track Day, here at the Yaris, Ultras the Yaris. And so last time, if you're a long time viewer of the channel, it was about the middle of December, it was damp, it wasn't the best conditions, but it was fun. But this time it's the middle of June, it's a beautiful day, the temperature's meant to get up to about 21 degrees with pure sun, so it should be perfect conditions to see what the Yaris can do. And with it being a Toyota only track day, it's just going to be Toyotas on the sessions that we're on, which is interesting because everything in the car park that is a Toyota is either a MR2 race car, GR Yaris or a GT86. So I feel like the Yaris might be a bit out of depth here, but we'll see how it goes. Just another quick brief as well, if you know Daddy DC2 is also on here, so that'll be fun to be on track with him at the same time. Yeah, not fanboy, you know, fanboy. So yeah, it should be a fun one. So not really much to get into, we've got about 20-minute sessions each, probably want to do it for 20 minutes each. But yeah, should be a good one. So hope you enjoy it, hope you enjoy some non-karting action but some proper car action. So let's get into the first session. Here we go then, straight out into session one. We've already done the sighting laps, nothing too exciting there obviously. So first one out for the first session, and we've also for this video got ourselves a cam box. Yep, I've bought a cam box so we get this different perspective view on driving the Yaris. We'll also be using it for the go-kart videos as well. But yeah, so let me know what you think of the cam box. Let me know if you want to see more of this, more of it. So yeah, so we'll go straight into it. We're going to let this MR2 come flying past. That's basically what most of this is just letting the MR2s and that come flying past. But we come about a lap or two later, we've actually got a GR Yaris behind us. As we can see, it's about to come flying past. And at this point I thought, right, that's GR Yaris, let it through, you know, it's not going to cause, it's going to keep getting away. But then a lap later we're still on the back of it, and I'm just going to let this play a little bit, but I actually managed to stick quite well with it. So around Gerard's here we can really keep up with this GR Yaris, actually catching up to it at times. But as soon as it gets to this little back straight here, the GR Yaris just pulls away with almost triple the power that my Yaris has got. So my Yaris is about 20 years older than that GR Yaris, so there's a lot of advanced technologies in that GR Yaris compared to my Yaris. But at the S's here we've really caught up to it, really on the back of it now, coming up to the hairpin, and this just shows that you do not need a high powered car to be quick. Just because you have a quick car does not make you a quick driver. Now, yeah, you could say that if there was a really quick driver in that GR Yaris it would smoke me, of course it would. But I'm just trying to say that you do not need a quick car to make you a quick driver. But we haven't caught up to it quite yet. As it gets down the main straight, it really flies away again. But as we get to Gerard's once again, can we catch up to it again? Yeah, we have caught up to it again once again at Gerard's. We've got an MR2 that we're going to let past as they're just flying around this track. And as the GR Yaris lets the MR2 overtake, he also lets us overtake as well. So I've officially overtaken a GR Yaris with my Yaris T Sport on track. And as we skip forward a few more laps, we've got a very old Sleek behind us who's going to come flying past us down the main straight. But with having the slowest car in these sessions, I think everything can come flying past us on the main straight. But just here, it just shows I can brake much later with the lightness of the car, and unfortunately with the tyres, you can probably hear them squealing. Yeah, the tyres just aren't really allowing me to fully let this Yaris do its thing. So probably some new tyres in the future, maybe some, you know, AO52, something decent. But as we skip forward to the second session now, we've got this MR2 who's just come out of the pits. And I'm really going to keep up with it. Obviously he's going to be on cold tyres, just come out, so that's expected. But I think I'd put this in because I think it's the only time I actually managed to overtake one of the MR2 race cars. So I don't want to say it's a proud moment, but it's probably a moment in the sessions. But and here as well, you also start left foot braking here. I leave it in fourth gear coming up to the S's, so slowly getting used to the track, getting used to pushing the car more. as I skip forward a lap and the MR2 comes flying past, as it would. And get to the main straight here, and what have we got? We've got a GT86 as we're coming up to it. I believe this one's supercharged, if I'm correct. So round Gerrard's, they're going to let us come past, as you're allowed to overtake on Gerrard's if the car ahead is, well, given permission, if the body language is saying they can overtake, as it did, got the indicator on. So I've got the overtaking there. And here, I'm also starting left foot braking here, coming into Gerrard's. So before I was in 5th, and I was coming down into 4th, coming into Gerrard's, but sort of in the session in the middle of it, I thought I'd leave it in 4th, let it come on the limiter for about, you know, a second, and as left foot brake instead just makes the braking easier. It seems to be a bit quicker. I said doing the same coming up to these S's as well, so I'm essentially leaving it in 4th gear for about 50% of the lap, probably even 75, because the only real time here I'm changing is coming down to the hairpin and then coming out the exit of the hairpin. And then coming up to the hairpin this time, it's going to be a very annoying thing as we can listen.
You've got a sign.
Sorry, why did I?
Yeah, no tyre squealing.
So yeah, I've got a no tyre squeal sign at the hairpin, which is one of the rules that they did stay at Mallory. You're not really allowed to tyre squeal that much, so I'm just apologising to the marshal. It's slightly annoying, but I can't really push in the hairpin that much, but it's rules and I've got to respect them. And as we get into the 3rd session of the day, we've actually got Danny DC2 in front of us, and it's actually quite a surreal moment. I've been watching his videos for a long time. I'm guessing a few of you have probably heard who he is as well, so it's actually really nice to be able to share the track with him. Or say not only share the track, but actually be behind him and actually watch him drive for myself and my own eyes. He's in the Mark II MR2, so they've got about 160 horsepower, so he's got a lot more weight, power. He's probably got a lot less weight as well, and obviously he's probably a better driver. Probably he is a better driver, let's face it. So it's one of those moments where it's really nice to be able to share the track with him. Say I've been a fan for a long time. But we'll let this other MR2 past, who we had a quick battle with earlier. Like I say, it's just showing here that I can really keep up in the corners, even though mine Yaris is just a standard road car. It's nice to be able to keep up with these race cars in some of the corners. Yeah, it's going to get away in the straight, and they've got much better everything. You know, they are an race car, much more rigid. The suspension's a lot more well built, put together. And I say, just from the main straight, I'm still right behind it coming up to the hairpin, but I'm pretty sure I'm at the hairpin itself. It does just start getting away. This is the weak point of the Yaris, as we'll watch here. Yeah, the MR2 is just gone. I can keep up with it for most of the track. It's just at the hairpin, it just disappears. As we bring the car in after session 3, not really much happened, and let's get back to the car. Right guys, that's 3 sessions done. And as expected, the Yaris is getting pretty destroyed out there. Yeah, it's basically just MR2 race cars. GR Yaris is a sleeker. There's another couple of GT86s out there as well. We've got a few overtakes in on a GR Yaris and one of the GT86s. So it's nice not to be the slowest person out there. I've definitely got the slowest car out there, so you know, I'll take that. So yeah, we'll do a couple more sessions. Like I hope so I'm trying out the older bars camera out as well, so hopefully that turns out alright. It gives you a better view on the track. So yeah, let's do 2 more sessions, 3 more sessions, see how it goes. Yeah, it's been a really nice day for it, to be fair. I think it's about the nicest day I've had on track day. So it's nice to be out here, push the car to the limits, see what it's got. So yeah, let's get to these last 2 sessions. I'll see you out there. Here we go then, straight into session 4, and in this session we have this really good battle with the GT86 right ahead, the one with the pink wheels. But as we catch up at the S's, I've got to let this MR2 come past, and just, well, as you can see all session, they just come flying past. Very quick cars, but if we get to the hairpin as the MR2 almost pushes the GT86 round. And yeah, you can just see here, this is where the Yaris gets let down after the hairpin. Just no power, no torque. Just can't get out of the hairpin very well.
But if we skip forward about a lap, as you can really hear the Yaris bounce off the limiter there. We come around Gerard's, we've still got the GT86 in our sights. We're going to come around Gerard's about the same pace, probably catching up a little bit. So as we get to the back straight now, this is where we're going to get let down again, as we just haven't got the power to keep up or to catch up. But we're going to try attempt at the S's to try and get another bit of catching up done. Bit of left foot braking again. Come around the S's, we're really catching up now. It's probably one of the strongest points of the car here is the S's. And get to the hairpin as we outbrake it quite well. Come around the hairpin. Is it going to start flying away like all the other cars? I mean, it is. Yeah, it starts flying away. So this is nothing where the Yaris just just doesn't have the power. But let this MR2 race car come by again. But here I'm actually going to let it tow me around Gerard's to see what it does. I can actually see keeping up with the MR2 now. Keeping up with it. We're catching up to the GT86 as I'm just letting this MR2 just tow me down as I say the GT86 lets the MR2 by, and actually I get past it too. So that was actually, if it was fun little battle, fun few laps. We've skipped to the end of the session. This is where my fastest lap is, so I'm going to shut up for a minute. I'm going to let you watch it. There we go then, a 1 minute 0.9 lap time. I wanted that sub 1 minute. I feel like it would have been a really quick time, but unfortunately it just didn't quite get there. Maybe if I line up the car, do something different to it, could get there, put better tyres on it. But anyway, we skip to session 5. We let this GR Yaris come through, which I believe is the one that we overtook at the start of the day. So this GR Yaris is definitely getting quicker and quicker and quicker throughout the day. But we almost catch up to it at Gerard's after letting it pass. But like I say, GR Yaris about triple the power, just starts flying away at the back straight. Get to the S's though, and once again we do start catching up to it, but we're not quite anywhere near it quite yet. Skip forward about a lap. We're still with the GR Yaris, but we overtake GT86 from the last session, so they're probably just on a slow down lap or cooling off. So it's definitely a lot quicker than what it was doing there. But we're still with this GR Yaris, even when we skip forward about another lap or two, still with it. Get to the S's. So it was fun. I just want to say keeping up with it. It was fun trying to chase it down. This 20-year-old newer car, this car with triple the power. One of my dream cars, probably my dream car, is a GR Yaris. I'd love to be able to drive one day. Even at the hairpin here, we're still catching up to it, but it's just going to start flying away. Just look at the power difference that GR Yaris has. But nothing much really happened throughout the session, so we brought the car in for the day. So let's catch up back in the pits. And that's it on YouTube. So it's 5 sessions out. Probably could have done a couple more, but I don't want to push the car. I don't want to push it too much. I pushed you enough today. It's done me proud. It's done me very proud. Like I say, I just started pushing it more as sessions went on. Brakes started feeling a bit spongy towards the end of that last session. So I just brought it in. Don't want to risk it anymore. So you probably need to change the brake fluid. Definitely need to change the tyres at this point as well. We'll just try and go for some more serious semi-slicks. AO52s, Oxford Plate R's. So probably got some bucket seats in it, right in the way, probably strip it out. The car's definitely got some pace in it. Just needs that extra bit of push, you know. Since it's a 100 horsepower engine, can't really do a whole lot. Got to line it up, get that suspension settings properly dialed in. And yeah, so
It's a fun session and getting absolutely destroyed by MR2s, GR Yaris's, but we held our own. So we weren't the slowest on track, which is a good achievement, especially considering we got the slowest car here by a mile. So yeah, thank you very much for watching YouTube. Let me know if you want to see more of this stuff, more track days in the Yaris, Corolla, possibly the motorbike at some point. So yeah, thank you very much YouTube. I'll see you all in the next one. Thank you very much for watching. Thank you very much to my girlfriend for doing these extra bits of filming, and I'll see you later.